What if all cryptocurrency collapsed? Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, check your phone, and discover that every cryptocurrency you own has gone to zero. Your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, even your so-called safe stablecoins. Gone. In a single night, trillions vanish into thin air. If that idea sends a chill down your spine, stick around until the end and subscribe, because we've got a whole universe of what-if scenarios waiting for you. Act 1. The Fall. It was supposed to be another ordinary Monday morning. Coffee brewed, screens flickered on, notifications chimed. But this time, every notification carried the same impossible message. Your account balance, $0. At first, people thought it was a glitch. Apps crash. Servers go down. Markets dip. But then the news alerts poured in. Global exchanges halt trading. Bitcoin down 99% in 1 hour. Ethereum network forked. Funds missing. Stablecoins lose peg. Entire market in freefall. By noon in London, crypto ATMs displayed error codes. By evening in New York, protests broke out outside Coinbase headquarters. In Lagos, Sao Paulo, and Mumbai, cities where millions depended on crypto for daily survival, panic spread like wildfire. Act 2. The Panic. Ordinary people. Elena, a single mother in Argentina, had converted her savings into USDT years earlier to escape hyperinflation. Overnight, her safety vanished. She stood in line at a grocery store, her children tugging at her coat, while the cashier shook his head. Sorry, we don't take crypto anymore. Cash only. But she had no cash. No pesos. No dollars. Just numbers on a screen that meant nothing. Across the ocean in Berlin, college students who had gotten rich flipping NFTs watched their digital art vanish. Links broken, wallets drained. They laughed at first, calling it a bug. But laughter turned to silence when their banks refused to exchange their worthless tokens. The moguls. In Dubai, a former crypto billionaire named Amir stared at 12 screens in his penthouse office. One by one, his holdings flickered out. He had once promised his investors that crypto was the safest bet in history. Now his phone buzzed with angry calls, lawsuits, death threats. Pull the servers. He whispered to his assistant. Shut everything down. Now. But it was too late. There were no servers to shut. The blockchain itself had unraveled. The hackers. In a dark basement in Singapore, a hacker known only as Spectre leaned back in his chair, watching chaos unfold. He hadn't caused the collapse, but he had seen it coming. The flaw was always there, he muttered, fingers dancing across the keyboard. People just refused to believe math could bleed. Instead of exploiting the chaos, he released a manifesto online. You trusted machines. You forgot to trust people. This collapse is not the end of money. It is the beginning of memory. The manifesto went viral, sparking debates that would shape the decade to come. Act 3. The governments strike back. While citizens panicked, governments moved quickly. In Washington, the U.S. president addressed the nation. My fellow Americans, the experiment with unregulated cryptocurrency has failed. But we will not fail. The Federal Reserve will immediately issue a new digital dollar, backed by the full faith of the United States. Applause erupted in Congress. Outside, angry crowds shouted, "We don't trust you." In Beijing, state media declared victory. The collapse of Western crypto proves what we have always known. Only the digital yuan is safe. Other governments followed: the digital ruble, the euro coin, the Bharat rupee. Each system required biometric IDs, facial scans, and state-approved wallets. Freedom was replaced by surveillance. Act 4. The New Divide. Within a year, the world split into two tribes. The conformists accepted government-issued digital money. They called it stability, security, order. Their transactions were monitored, taxed, and controlled, but at least they could eat. The rebels refused. They built underground economies, bartering, trading precious metals, even creating secret paper IOUs. In abandoned warehouses and encrypted chat rooms, whispers of a true decentralized revival spread. But most attempts failed. Every new blockchain was hacked within weeks. Elena, the mother from Argentina, joined the rebels. She smuggled food across borders, using old silver coins her grandfather had buried decades ago. She told her children, "Money is just a story, but people are real. Never forget that." Act V. 10 years later. By 2041, the collapse was history, but its scars remained. Some called it the Great Correction. Others, the death of digital gold. Universities taught it as a case study in blind faith. And yet, humanity adapted. In Africa, new community currencies flourished, local, paper-based, tied to actual goods. In Europe, barter networks thrived alongside official euro coin. In North America, trust circles emerged, small communities that built money on reputation, not code. And in the ruins of the blockchain dream, one truth became clear. It was never about technology. It was always about trust. So here's the real question. If crypto collapsed tomorrow and every coin you own turned to dust, what would you have left? Your house? Your skills? Your community? Or nothing at all? If this story made your heart race, don't just scroll away. Subscribe. Because next time we'll explore another what-if world. And who knows? Maybe one day one of these worlds won't just be a story. It'll be your reality.